Everyone. I am MeenakshiSundaram, PVH volunteer from Coimbatore. Uh, I have started teaching, so yes, I am on the process of becoming a teacher. So today I have planned to take the session on PVH nutrition and food. Uh, I hope everyone will benefit from this class and learn a few things about food. I'll start my presentation. Glycemic index. Glycemic index is kind of a very important term which everyone should know, particularly people who take in a lot of carbohydrates. Glycemic index is a term or a measure of how fast your body can break down the food and convert it into sugar. So as you can see here, you can see on my left hand side, um, there is an opened chocolate bar, and on the right side you can see a chocolate bar which has been covered by a wrapper. There is a wrapper surrounding it, and the wrapper has an external retail packing, and outside of that there is a big carton box which needs to be unpacked. If you understand this, you will be easily able to understand what happens to your sugar in low glycemic and high glycemic. So carbohydrates can be divided into two types: high glycemic foods and low glycemic foods. High glycemic foods are like this empty chocolate or open chocolate bar. An open chocolate bar, you can easily take it, break it down, and you can easily access it. So even the high glycemic foods are like that. They contain a lot of open sugar and molecules. They are easily broken down. And while this one on the right side, low glycemic foods are the ones, they contain sugar in a very complex form. And unwrapping all these, like this chocolate wrapper, the chocolate wrapper needs to be unwrapped, and then the big packing, and then after that the whole the carton box has to be unpacked first, then the retail packaging, then the chocolate wrapper, and only after unpacking and taking out all of these, you'll be able to get hold of the chocolate bar inside. So low glycemic foods are like that. Low glycemic foods can be termed as very complex carbohydrates. They'll be your body takes a lot of time to break down them, and so that's why they are called as low glycemic. So the high glycemic food is easily sugar breakdown. The sugar is broken down very easily because it is present in a very simple form, and since it's very simple, it will be very fast. The sugar is easily accessible, and it will be released into the blood in a very fast manner. And more sugar enters the blood at a given time. Most of the high glycemic foods are present in sweet form. Whatever is sweet is completely fructose and glucose. These fructose and glucose are very simple, and easily they get into the blood and raise your blood sugar level at a particular point of time. And processed grains and food. Processed grains are the processed whole foods, like the ones in the white flour, maida. And processed foods, for example, I can say like the chocolates, cookies, cake, and also mainly the carbonated drinks. That is the cool drinks which we tend to have, the Coca-Cola and all kinds of carbonated drinks, contain a lot of simple sugars, which tend to increase your blood sugar level very easily. Um, Even in the carbonated drinks, in the backside of their wrapper, you can easily find them that they are made mainly of corn fructose, and a lot of sugar and glucose is present there. So they are all termed as high glycemic ones. And even some fruits which are very sweet, for example like the watermelon, mango, and banana, which I had told, all contain a lot of sweet. Whatever is sweet, um, to make it simple, whatever sweetness is the most basic form of energy which you can have. So whatever is sweet is really simple, and it will easily increase your blood sugar level. Kindly take that as a reminder. Avoiding all those things that are sweet um, will avoid your blood sugar level being raised in a very fast manner. So moving on to low glycemic foods, they are very slow to break down. As I told, they are complex, and they need a lot of time to get unwrapped, and only after that the sugar, you'll be able to access the sugar inside. So the less sugar enters a blood at a given time. So when it is very complicated, your body releases the sugar into the blood in a slow and steady manner, because every single particle has to be unwrapped and the sugar has to be taken down. And so in a very slow manner at a particular period of time, instead of shooting the blood sugar at a high level, it gradually breaks down the sugar as and when required. And because since there is energy requirement in your body, at it's like 90% of the time your body will be requiring the energy. So when you eat low glycemic foods, it will steadily make the sugar enter in the blood, and it will be taken by your body. And that is really safe. It's a safe play regarding your sugar. So the whole grains which are not processed, like I said, the brown rice and ragi and barley, oats, they all have a lot of low glycemic index. They are, you can see, they are not sweet. When they are not sweet, you know that they contain carbohydrates, but since they are not sweet, they are in a complex manner, and they make the sugar enter the blood at a slow manner. So the next thing is that the pulses and less sweet fruits. Pulses like the all the grams, the green gram, yellow gram, they also they contain a certain amount of carbohydrates. They are low glycemic. And sweet and fruits which are less sweet. Absence of less sweet is fruits like guava and other fruits like the pomegranate. And many other fruits which are less sweet or not as sweet as the bananas are low glycemic. So that they also contain a lot of fibers, and they are kind of a balanced form of carbohydrate which you can take. This graph shows you what happens when you take high glycemic index food and low glycemic index food. This pink one is that on this axis you have blood sugar level, the levels how fast it can go up. And this one is the time or hours, 1 hour and 2 hours. See, within the first 1 hour, when you take in a lot of sweet stuff and high glycemic food, the sugar that enters the blood is very high, and in 1 hour itself, the whole blood level increases. It is used by the body, or even before the complete utilization, your body will push the sugar outside, either through the kidneys, it will get excreted, or your liver will convert it into fat. So that is the reason why too much of sweet will increase your fat also. Meanwhile, the greenish part is the low glycemic index food. It takes a lot, like 2 hours to completely absorb all the sugar in it. It takes in a slow manner, so your blood sugar level is always on the safer side. So the foods which are low glycemic are very safe to take instead of the sweet and high glycemic ones. Next, nutrition, macronutrient, which is essential for our body, is the fat. Uh, the main purpose of the fat is to be present to absorb the fat soluble vitamins. There are a lot of vitamins like the A, B, C, D, E, and K. Namely, the A, D, and K. These three vitamins are fat soluble, or they are called as oily vitamins or oil soluble vitamins. When the fat is present, the fat is the one that will absorb all these vitamins, the vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin E. Because the vitamins and fat are like have a co-relationship, and they go in hand. The minerals like calcium is essential for vitamin D absorption, and while the vitamin D is really good for your bones, because your bones are made of calcium. See, you can see that it is like a cycle. Only if this is there, and only if they both of them function in a in a symbiotic manner, it is good for the body to keep a balance between these two. And so the next main function why we need fats is that to maintain your body temperature and for energy conversion. The body temperature is maintained because below your skin, your fat gets deposited to a level, and it will make you feel warm in cold conditions. That is why you can see a lot of snow animals have a lot of skin fat. And also when people living in very cold areas tend to take a little more fat to keep themselves warm. And so the next thing is the energy conversion. The energy conversion which happens here is, as I told you, when your body finds there is a requirement for energy, but there is absence of carbohydrate or sugar. When sugar is not there, carbohydrate is not there, but your body requires energy, your body will then turn to the fat. Fat is converted into, as I told you, into the ATP, and then it is converted into glucose by the liver, and that will be used for energy for your workout and physical activities. And when you do a lot of weightlifting and physical work like running and walking around, for that fat will get utilized. So there are three main types of fat. The first two are naturally occurring, that is, they are saturated and unsaturated fat. And the third one is a man made fat that is called as trans fat or processed fat. And the other thing is that fat is a macronutrient, so it is also measured in grams. You take the food which you take, the fat food, in in an amounts of grams. So, what are saturated and unsaturated fats? Saturated fats are natural fats. They are mostly available in solid state in the at room temperature. In the room temperature, they are found in solid state. For example, cheese. Cheese is a saturated fat. Ghee. When you leave the ghee after some time after cooking, you will find that ghee is present in a solid form. You have to heat it again and then to make it as a liquid and then pour. And coconut oil is also found to have a lot of saturated fat. So since it's a mix of both, coconut oil is present in a semi-solid form, but in a very thick form. You all might have seen it, right? So saturated fats are the ones which are present as solids in room temperature, and unsaturated fats are present in liquid state in room temperature. The unsaturated fat can be, for example, of them are like peanut oil, canola oil, and olive oil, and other sorts of the sesame oil and the cooking oil which you use. Even palm oil is a very, very unsaturated fat. So the preference is that saturated fats which are present in liquid form, they are very, very difficult to digest by the liver because they are very complex. And this unsaturated fats are very simple ones. They can be easily digested by the liver. It gives less work to the liver. So keep your preferences like from more use more of unsaturated fats instead of saturated fats. And the trans fats. Trans fats are a processed fat. Processed fats, you can, it is also called as vanaspati. They are done by partial hydrolyzation. Vanaspati and trans fat is looks like a butter itself, but that is made from vegetable oil. Since they are partially hydrolyzed, it is even more dangerous than saturated fats. So whenever you find something that has trans fats, kindly try to avoid it as much as possible so that your liver function and or your body can stay healthy. And why the like how we saw like too much of sugar, we have come to too much of fat. Too much of fat, what does it do? The fat, after it starts accumulating in all parts of your body, like below your skin and in your abdomen, your liver will, when your liver finds it difficult to deposit the fat under these places, it will start letting the fat into the bloodstream. So when it is let out into the bloodstream, the heart which pumps the blood in your bloodstream, the fat starts accumulating in a blood. So think of the blood vessel like a pipe, and the fat in one portion starts getting deposited in one place. It will constrict and it will shorten the size of the bloodstream. That is where you start getting heart blocks and blood vessel blocks, which lead to heart diseases. And after that, the second other thing that is dangerous is fatty liver. Whatever fat you keep putting inside, your liver keeps secreting the bile to digest the fat and to process it. When you the liver will take a particular time to digest the fat, right? So when you keep pushing in a lot of fat than the liver can digest, one time your liver will get fed up and it will say, no, I am not going to digest this fat, this is too much of work for me. So that time your liver will not digest the fat and it will get absorbed in the liver. That is where you get your fatty liver. Fatty liver is a very damaging state of liver, in because the bile and everything will be in a very inorganic manner. It will get accumulated and lead to a lot of liver diseases. That is the fatty liver. And otherwise, the obesity, that is the presence of fat under your under your skin and your body, that also causes a lot of health effects. So these are the main things which I wanted to tell about the fats. And the next is protein. To move to the doubt session regarding this one, ma'am.
From Hyderabad.
Yes,
Actually,
ma'am.
what about the palm oil, sir? Regarding the
Palm oil comes under unsaturated fat, ma'am. So Siva sir used to tell, like, instead of using coconut oil, you can. It is a little bit safe to use palm oil, but that is also due to other side effects of palm oil. We do not advise them. Using as much as fat or oil low as possible is very safe. And fat is usually, you can easily obtain it from the regular food which you eat. Even rice, even the basic foods which you eat contain the essential amount of fat. And the adding extra oil to obtain fat is not like preferable.
okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Can we
Yes.
use castor oil?
Castor oil, it is in the form of, yes, ma'am. They generally have all of the unsaturated oils of same nature, unless or until you don't have any specific allergies to peanuts or like specific allergies to castor. You can use it at a medium level. All these peanut oil, sesame oil, whatever unsaturated oil have the same properties, same health effects, and same nutrition. Very minor difference. So if you're not having any allergic reactions to castor or peanut, you can use them,
Okay, sir.
but at a
Thank you.
very safe level. Yeah, the
Great.
main thing, because is that since we all didn't have time to move on this, in the upcoming slides, in the subsequent classes, we'll know. I'll tell you guys in short, like if you're having a cup of oil, if you cannot measure it, how much oil to use, take some oil in a cup, and with your wand you can sense it. You can ask the wand, is this cup of oil safe for me? When your wand moves, what is it telling you? It is telling you that this cup of oil is safe. When your wand is stopping here, it is telling you no. Then that time you cannot use this. And you can even ask, should I reduce this cup of oil today? If the wand goes, yes, you should reduce. Kindly reduce it a little bit further and sense it with your wand. Like that, you can easily determine which amount of oil is safe for you guys. And even not only oil, this applies for all the nutrients. That is like rice, even pulses. When you're taking, if you are not familiar with sensing, do this with your spleen arm test. Like if you have, like you would have seen what Siva sir does in many of the classes, right? He will give a banana to a person and he will ask them to keep it in their spleen and he will raise the arm. When one banana is there, he will press the arm, it will go down. That means that one whole banana is too much of sugar for that person. He'll just pull it apart and may give half a banana. The half a banana, when the person holds his arm, if the arm is standing, that time it means that your body is telling you half a banana and the amount of sugar which half a banana is having is safe for your body. Even if that is also falling down, you avoid taking that sugar at that time. Even after some time, you can, the if even the half a banana is falling down, it means that your body has enough sugar or fats to convert it into energy, and you should start moving to other essential nutrients which your body will require. So while taking sugar or sweet or kind of thing, you can either keep it in your spleen arm and test, like whether if it is permissible for you at that time, or you can ask with your wand, can I take this amount of so and so nutrient? Can I take this cup of rice? If it is going, you can. If it is not going, no. You can also be careful what kind of question you are asking the one. If it tells, if you have a cup, you ask, is this cup of rice negative for me? If it is going, the wand is telling you yes. That means the cup of rice is negative for you and you should not take it. Reduce the amount of the rice, and then after that give a sensing. then whatever you want tells or your spleen on tells, you can move with it. That is a safe way of determining what amount of nutrient which you should take at that particular time. I hope I answered your question, and for everyone if they are having a
Yes, yes,
yes.
yes. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you have been talking about breaking down of the sugar, carbs,
Yes,
so these
ma'am.
things. Now, this breaking down, does it also is dependent on the metabolism of each person?
No, ma'am. Metabolism is like your energy requirement. That is different, and this is different. Even if you are at a very tired place and having a lot of energy requirement, that time also your body will break down the complex carbohydrates. That is, I told the low glycemic food, right?
Oh.
Even then your body will break them down at a very slow manner only. So that is the reason why when someone like they faint or they are at a very crucial requirement of energy, they do not give rice, they give a chocolate or something sweet, because the chocolate, the sweetness, like an instant it will get converted into energy, and your body starts regenerating that. Only for that kind of critical time you require the high glycemic food. So it is not dependent on that. Your body always will process the low glycemic food slowly and high glycemic foods in a very fast manner.
So, no, I have a doubt regarding this metabolism.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
I think that is, I don't know if it will deviate from this topic.
Yes, ma'am.
Whether metabolism
Okay.
and the digesting part or breaking down part, is it the same or something different?
You are asking which one, ma'am? The metabolism, which one you are referring to? Can you be a little more specific?
Metabolism, same as the body functioning of breaking down and processing whatever, is metabolism and that same?
No, ma'am. The process of breaking down the food particles will come under digestion, and the metabolism is a general term that refers to all the general work which the body does. It can be absorption of nutrients or transporting the nutrients to the body, maintaining blood sugar level, and secretion of hormones. Metabolism is a whole thing for the whole body. It relates from the brain to every organ. So that is not that is different from this breaking down of molecules or breaking down of food. That is different, and this digestion is different, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. This we'll be seeing about the other nutrients, like for example we have fats and proteins, and then we'll move on to vitamins and minerals. And after that, why is it important to eat green leafy vegetables, and what fibers do to your body, and why are they very essential, and what your fibers do. And mainly we'll be exploring the solar plexus. Yeah, Siva sir has always been insisting on healing your solar plexus. We all tend to heal the solar plexus chakra, but we'll be seeing what the solar plexus part is, what it does to your body, and what is exactly is the solar plexus, and why is it essential to heal your solar plexus, apart from healing your solar plexus chakra also. So that is there. And how do you determine your type of nutrition, and how to ask that, and what all contributes to the acidity in your food, and which makes your body acidic. And after that, the harmful effects of acidic food, and the different types of problems and diseases which you all will be facing when you take in the wrong amount of nutrients. And after that we'll move to the problems and how to heal them, and in depth we'll be seeing an overview of what the digestive system and what all uh, to heal your different types of food related problems like acidity, gas trouble, arthritis, gout, ulcer. And then we'll move on to two main organs, the parts of the pancreas and parts of the liver. We'll be seeing that in detail to heal yourself even more efficiently for the food related problems. And to heal your sugar related problems, you need to heal your immune system, that I'll be explaining. So, and points to be remembered before healing, and all of these things we'll be covering. So it's like a complete thing where you can along with the diet and healing, you can easily get solved of your food related problems. Hopefully I'm hoping to cover this in the upcoming classes. Thank you all for your patience for being there this time and giving me a chance for doing this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.